A very good afternoon to one and all. It gives me immense pleasure to welcome you all once again on second day of Faculty Development Program. I, Dr. Pragati Khare, feels privileged to introduce our esteemed resource person for today's FDP for session 1 on topic Fundamentals of Python Programming and Workflow Automation for Pharmacy. Dr. Nupur Khare is a dedicated academician, researcher, and professor with extensive experience in teaching, research, and scientific writing. She completed her PhD in biotechnology from Sri Ram Swarup Memorial University, Barabanki, after earning her MTech and BTech degrees in biotechnology with distinction. A gold medalist in both undergraduate and postgraduate studies, she has consistently demonstrated academic excellence throughout her career. She has over 10 years of professional experience in higher education and research, having served as a faculty member at reputed institutions including GCRG Group of Institutions, Sri Ram Swarup Memorial University, and currently Bhai Gurdas Institute of Engineering and Technology, Sangrur. She also worked as a medical writer at QREC, where she gained expertise in scientific documentation and regulatory writing. Her teaching interests include biotechnology, food technology, bioinformatics, pharmacology, and computational biology. Dr. Khare's research focuses on bioinformatics, molecular docking, molecular dynamics simulation, network pharmacology, drug discovery, food biotechnology, and nanotechnology. She has also published more than 70 research and review articles in reputed national and international journals, and she has also authored several books and book chapters with renowned international publishers including Springer, CRC Press, Academic Press, and Intake Open. She is a GATE qualified scholar and recipient of multiple academic honors, including gold medals in both MTech and BTech programs. She has actively guided undergraduate research projects, reviewed manuscripts for scientific journals, and participated in numerous national and international conferences, workshops, and faculty development programs. So I request, ma'am, please start the presentation.
Yeah, thank you, Dr. Pragati. Good afternoon to all of you. First of all, I would like to express my sincere gratitude to the organizers and the management for giving me this opportunity to conduct this session on fundamentals of Python programming and workflow automation for pharmacy. It's a pleasure to be here and interact with such a distinguished group of faculty members. I hope this session will be interactive, enjoyable, beneficial for all of us. So without taking much of your time, let's start the journey into the world of Python programming. My screen is visible to all of you? Okay.
Yes.
Starting up with the introduction, what is Python? Python is a very high-level interpreted general-purpose object-oriented language which was developed by Guido van Rossum in 1989 and it was officially released in 1991. Python is one of the most popular programming language in the world because of its simple syntax and powerful capabilities. It is widely used in the scientific research, artificial intelligence, machine learning, web development, automations, bioinformatics, data science, and pharmaceutical research, and many more. Unlike many traditional programming languages, Python allows programmers to solve complex problems using fewer lines of code, making it an excellent choice for beginners, well as experienced developers. If we move on to the definition of Python, Python is a high-level programming language. A high-level language means that the Python uses simple human readable English-like syntax, making it much easier to learn compared to the low-level programming languages. If we move on to the interpreted language, it means that the Python executes the program line by line instead of compiling the entire program at once. This makes debugging easier because errors can be identified immediately. Python is general purpose programming language, which means it can be used to develop a wide variety of applications, from a simple desktop program to a complex web applications, scientific computing, and artificial intelligence. Python also supports object-oriented programming, which helps the programmer to organize code into reusable objects and classes, and this makes the program more structured, reusable, and easier to maintain. One of the biggest reasons of the Python's popularity is its simplicity, readable syntax. If we move on to the general purpose language, so it is human, or we can say user friendly. That's why it is a general purpose language. If we talk about the open source language, that means you don't have to pay any amount for installing that particular software into your system. If we talk about portable language, so this program can be run in Windows also, in Linux also, in Mac also, in each and every platform. So it is a dynamically typed language. Moving on to the history of Python, we talk about in 1989, the development of the Python was started. In 1991, Python was released. In 2000, Python version 2.0 was introduced, followed by Python 3.0 version in 2008. And right now, it is one of the most popular programming language for the artificial intelligence and the scientific computing. Now, the thing is that why Python is known as Python. So many people think that Python is named after the snake Python, but which is completely incorrect. Python was named after a British comedy television show, that is Monty Python's Flying Circus. And the person who developed this Python wanted to name this software as a Python, or programming as a Python, because it was short, it was unique, it was easy to remember, and it was slightly mysterious. Now, the thing is that all the pharmacists think that why Python is very much necessary in their field. So why should pharmacy learn Python? Why it is not limited to CS or EC and all? Why it is now being open for pharmacy also? Because Python helps researchers to analyze clinical data, means the data that we retrieve from all the hospitals and all. So with those data, we can analyze the clinical data. We can discover new drugs even with the help of Python only, because many softwares which are being used for the discovery of the drugs uses Python as their programming language to discover a drug, or we can say a ligand. Study proteins. No, so nowadays bioinformatics is having a very wide scope, very wide applications, because proteins and ligands are now one of the most important research which is going on in this present scenario. So proteins are very important to be studied for the particular disease. So with the help of this Python only, we can design a particular software, and that particular software may be helpful for studying the proteins as well as for the drugs and ligands. We can analyze the DNA sequence also with the help of this particular programming language. We can perform molecular docking, means just to check the interaction of the protein and the ligand. We can use this molecular docking technique. We can develop machine learning tools. We can predict the drug toxicity, means you all might be very much familiar, because you all are pharmacists, that the drug toxicity is one of the most important property of a medicine that needs to be analyzed before introducing to anyone. So to predict their toxicity, with the help of the software, we can use those softwares, and those software use Python programming. With the help of that, you can go for drug toxicity checking. You can analyze the pharmacokinetics property also with the help of this particular programming language. Now, if we talk about the real world example during COVID-19, as we all are familiar, the disease was very means harmful, or we can say that disease was very much spread throughout the world. So Python was extensively used to analyze the viral genome. That was very much important that time. uh, Python was also used to study the mutations, to develop the vaccines, and to develop the drug targets. Now we talk about high level languages. So Python moves on to the high level language only, and it is classified into three, that is the machine learning, assembly language, and the high level language. Python belongs to the high level language category, means it is very much closer to the human language than machine language. For you can see here, there's an example. Instead of writing a complicated binary instruction, because machine language only understands 1 and 0. 0 stands for a false and 1 stands for a true value. So this example, you can see that instead of writing a complicated binary instruction, you simply have to write like print hello for a Python program, and this Python is very much easier to understand. The Python is interpreted language, means Python executes code line by line. Unlike C or C++ or Java, it does not require any compilation before execution. So the advantages of Python over here are easy debugging. Means it is very much easy for Python to identify the errors in your program, and it will immediately show you the errors that are being executed during the program run. Immediate execution, because it is interpreted, means it is executing each and every program line by line, code by code. So there is an immediate execution also. There is a faster development and easier testing, because there is a easy error detection. So it will be easy for you to detect the error at the very prior step, as it is not possible in C or C++ or Java language. We talk about features of Python. Of course, it is easier to learn. That's why it is very much easier to read and write also. So third is interpreted, as I have already discussed in my previous slide. It is portable. That means same program can be work on all the platforms like Windows, Linux, Macs. Next is the free and open source, means it is very freely available to all the public of the world. So it is freely available, and you don't have to pay any amount to install that particular programming language. Next is the large standard libraries. It contains many libraries that you need to import step by step while working with the programming language. This is object oriented, it is dynamically typed, and it is extensible. If we talk about the advantages of Python, so there is no limited advantage. There is a vast applications, or there's vast advantages of Python. That is, with the large community, you can go for the Python. You can, when you're moving for the support machine learning, you can go with the Python only. Excellent documentation can also be done with the help of Python. Easy for the beginners, because C, C++ are very much tough in comparison to the Python. So you need to learn all the commands before getting into the C and C++. But in comparison to Python, you don't need to go for such a detail. It is freely available, and it is having a powerful library. So it is not very much limited to 1 or 2 libraries only. There are many libraries, so you can work on different libraries accordingly. The limitations of Python, although Python is a powerful, we all know that it is very powerful, but it has some limitations. Like it is little bit slower than C, C++ for some computational tasks. Means there are some exceptional tasks that are a bit slower in Python in comparison to C and C++ language. It has higher memory consumption, because it is human or user friendly. That's why the consumption is bit larger in comparison to other languages. Not commonly used for mobile application development, because it is a higher memory taking language, so it is not applicable for the mobile applications development. Interpreted execution can make it slower for very large performance critical programs. Despite these limitations, Python is preferred language for the scientific research because of its simplicity and the extensive ecosystem. Moving on to the applications of Python. So It has a vast application in clinical trials, as you all can get the data from the hospitals or from the research lab, and after collecting those data, you can go for the clinical trials with the help of this Python programming. Hospital pharmacy, bioinformatics. Bioinformatics already a very vast subject, and with the help of this, you can go for the bioinformatics also, and different software that are being run in bioinformatics can be with the help of the Python. Next is the artificial intelligence. As we all know, in this present era, artificial intelligence is one of the most important um, thing that is one of the part of the Python only, and with the help of this Python artificial intelligence, we are using in our day-to-day life. Next is the molecular docking. Molecular docking is a process, or it can be said that it is a scenario also, in which there is a interaction. We check the interaction between the protein and the ligand, or we can say drug molecules, to check the stability of the protein in the environment. We can also go for the drug discovery with the help of Python only, and pharmacovigilance. If we move on to the popular Python libraries for the pharmacy, so there are some libraries which you can use in your syllabus. For numerical calculation, you can go for NumPy. For data analysis, you can go for Pandas. For graphs, you can go for Matplotlib. For scientific computing, you can go for SCI-PY. For bioinformatics, it is BioPython. For cheminformatics, it is RDKit. For machine learning, that is SCI-Kit-Learn. For deep learning, is a TensorFlow. For biological networks, it is NetworkX. And for the medical image analysis, it is OpenCV. Now, the second most important thing that which comes to our mind is how to install this Python. Installing Python includes two methods. That is, first one is to install directly Python from the available Python site, that is python.org, and another is to install that particular program from Anaconda. Anaconda includes Python also, and it includes different trees and libraries as well. So right now I have installed Python in my system, because it is used for the beginning only, for the beginners only. So I will install Python, but for the advanced study, you can go for Anaconda also. Now, if we talk about installing Python, you can download the Python from the official website, install Python on the Windows, verify that the Python is installed correctly, and open IDLE and begin with writing Python programs. Python IDLE means Integrated Development and Learning Environment. It is an editor that command is properly installed automatically with the Python only. It is especially designed for the beginners. So the features is you can easily write the Python code with this Python IDLE. You can run the program. You can even save the program. You can edit the program at any point. You can get an interactive Python shell and a syntax highlighting. Moving on to the Python shell. What is actually Python shell? Python shell is an environment, or we can say an interactive environment, where the Python command executes immediately. So whenever you will be installing a Python software or Python programming software, you will be opening with a command prompt screen with an example like here I've shown. Like suppose I'm writing print hello pharmacy. So immediately you will get, after running, because it is interpreted, so it will execute the code line by line, and the output will be hello pharmacy. So the characteristics are, it can execute one command at a time, means you can give a command. After getting that command, it will be executed immediately. It is useful for quick calculations. Matlab, you don't have to go for a long procedure for calculating a simple equation and all. So it can be very much useful for the quick calculations. It is good for testing small pieces of codes, and it is very much excellent for the beginners because it is very much user friendly. When you will open that particular command prompt, you will get it is very much easy. Next is variables, data types, and operators. So these are some of the important, we can say, equipments, or these are equipments just like in your pharmacy lab. So in our software, these are some of the equipments we can say in our software. So these are the variables, data types, and operators. Characteristics of the Python syntax. Python syntax is simple. It is easy to read. It is similar to the English language. Easy to debug means easy to find out the errors, and it is beginner friendly. Unlike many programming languages, Python does not use braces to define a code block. Instead, it uses indentation. Indentation means the space bar or a tabs. Example, if you want to print a welcome message like a welcome to Python or welcome to the pharmacy FDP, you simply have to give a command print and open the brackets. Under that, you go for the welcome to the Python under the inverted commas, and just the output will be, after running, will be welcome to the Python and welcome to the pharmacy FDP. Python is very much case sensitive. Unlike C and C++, it is very much case sensitive, means it treats uppercase and lowercase differently. If you are writing, suppose example age with a capital A, means in a uppercase like 25, and lowercase age like 30, and if you will give a command print age in uppercase, so it will print 25 only, not 30. And if you will give a command print age that is in lowercase, then it will print 30, not 25. So it is very much case sensitive. The command you will be giving will be printed, will be run there accordingly. Now, what are the comments? Comments are explanatory notes written inside a program to make the code easier to understand. Means it is very much important to write a comments, because suppose I know very much well for what this program I have written, why I have included this particular command over there. But the same time, the another programmer might not be knowing. So introducing comments writes the explanatory notes, which is very much important inside the program to make the code easier. Commands are ignored by the Python interpreter and not executed because they are already written with the hash or with the this triple quotes and all. So these are ignored by the Python during the execution. So commands help to explain the purpose of the code. It improves the readability. It assists other programmers, make debugging easier, document complex logics. So first, on the left-hand side, you can see there is a single line comment and a multi-line comment. Single line comment begins with the hash symbol. You can write hash. This program prints a welcome message and print and the message that you have given. And multi-line comments is that demonstrates the different a lengthy message over there. So that is written in triple quote bar. Now, what are variables? These are very much important in the programming language. A variable is named memory location used to store the data. Think of a variable as labeled container that stores information. Suppose we have taken a bottle of any syrup, and there you can see there is a label and a value. Label is the medicine name, price and dose, and in front of that there is a paracetamol, and the price is suppose rupees 25, the dose is 500 mg. So this 500 mg is stored in a variable which is known as dose. So variable is that particular name that is being given to a character which stores the data. For example, like suppose medicine, in the example also you can see here on the left hand side, that is medicine, that is paracetamol. So that particular paracetamol is being stored in a variable that is medicine. Dose 500 mg, that 500 mg is stored in dose. So that dose, that medicine is a variable. Variable naming rules, because variable plays a very important role in the programming language. So there's a rule to introduce a variable that it must start with a letter or underscore. This is very much important. Cannot start with a number, cannot contain spaces, cannot contain special characters like @ hash, %. It is very much case sensitive. So valid variable names can be like student, means with a lowercase we have written. So it is valid variable name. Age 21, that is again valid. Underscore marks, it is again valid. And medicine underscore price is valid, because we can't write medicine and price means with a space. So to avoid the space, we have used underscore. If we talk about invalid variable names, then like we have started with the to. No, to name is, we can't start with a number. Student name में क्या है? There is a student name, there is a space, so we can't go for that. Also, this is again an invalid variable name. Next is price at the rate. So we have used a special character that is at the rate, and this is again an invalid variable name. Now, again, the next most important thing apart from the variable is data types. Means what you are actually storing. You are storing an integer that is not having any decimal. You are storing a number that is having a decimal, so it will be stored in a float. You are storing a string, so it will be stored in str. You are using, suppose there is a questionnaire and you want answer in the form of true or false only, so it will be stored in boolean, that is bool, bool. And suppose there is any complex problem, then there will be using complex. So data types defines the type of value that is being stored in a variable. Python automatically identifies the data type. So here is an example, like age is 25. So it is automatically identifying that age is 25. There is no decimal. So this 25 will be stored in integer only, that is int. Height is 5.7. It is automatically understood. It will be stored in float. If I have written true, 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 so then of course it is understood. If there is true and false, it will be stored in bool, that is boolean. And suppose there is a name like I have introduced over here Anita. This Anita is a string, means a character length, character set of characters is known as a string. So this will be stored in str. Numbers. Integer is identified with int, that is a whole number without a decimal point. As I've already discussed in the previous slide, float is a float only, numbers containing a decimal value. Complex is a complex number with a real and imaginary parts. And here is an example. A string is a sequence of characters enclosed in single quotes and double quotes. Example, name Python, medicine paracetamol. So name with a Python and both are same, means there is no difference between the string you have used double quotes and a single quote. Both will be printing the same thing only. So if we go for displaying, and you can see here is the output, that is Python and paracetamol in the same way. String repetition, suppose if you want to print pharmacy 3 times. So you can write print, and in the quotes you can write pharmacy into 3, means you have to print that particular pharmacy word for the 3 times. It will print pharmacy, pharmacy, pharmacy. If you want to go for the string length, then you will have to write medicine, that is paracetamol, or any other drug that you want to write. You can write print len, len is to calculate the length of that particular string, and the medicine. So the output will be 12, as the paracetamol is containing the 12 characters. Next is Boolean. Boolean is a data type that has only 2 possible values, that is true or false. Boolean values are commonly used in the decision-making, conditional statement, and all. The applications are like medicine availability. Suppose there is a stockist and he wants to know that there's a medicine available in the stock or not. So then I will have to go for the Boolean data type. Next is the patient eligibility, drug approval status, clinical trial inclusion, exclusion, laboratory test validation. So for this, we can go for an example, like suppose A is storing a value that is true, B is storing a value that is false. Then we will be printing A, printing B. So it will be like true and false. User input. Now the thing is that the work will not be successful without input function. The input function allows the user to enter data during the program execution. Whenever the program will be executed, you simply have to enter your particular data over there, and with the help of that data, you can execute the program. So the syntax is variable is equal to input, that is enter value. For example, name is equal to input, enter your name. Print welcome and that name. So the output will be enter your name and suppose you have written Rahul, Rahul will be printed over there. Then it will say that print welcome Rahul. So the applications for the input is patient registration. So you don't have to go again and again for the paperwork or for any other type of softwares. You simply have to run a particular program. After running that particular program, you can go for several registrations. So several patient registrations can be done with the help of this programming language. Next is the medicine selection, drug quantity, patient weight, laboratory values. Type conversion. Type conversion means changing one data type into another. Suppose I have written int, that is integer. Then I want to convert this into another. So I will have to write int for the integer, float for the float, str for the string, and bool for the boolean. So these are the example that we will discuss in hands-on training also. Now moving on to the arithmetic operators. As we all know, in maths also, we go for plus for addition, minus for subtraction, multiplication, division. So for example, suppose there is a price with 25. There is something with a quantity with the 25 and there is a quantity with 8. So we want to calculate the total bill. So we will be calculating with the price and the quantity. Then we will have to write print. Under quotes, we will have to write the total bill is equal to rupees, comma total, because this total contains a complete value. Means after multiplication, the value is being transferred to the total, and after that, the total bill is being printed. So the output will be total is equal to rupees 200. Comparison operators, like in maths, we compare like A is equals to B, but in this Python, we have to go for equal and equal, means you have to use 2 times equal. For not equal, we have to go for exclamation mark and equal to sign. For greater and small, they are all same. So the comparison operators, like the application lies in the medicine stock checking, for the patient eligibility, age verification, clinical trial selection. And the example is like you have entered a variable with x having a value 25 and a y with a value 30. Print will be like if x is equal to y, print x is less than y, print x is more than y. So the output will be like, suppose x is equal to y. So of course they are not equal to, the result will be false. And x is less than y, yes, it is less than y, then it will be true. X is more than y, no, it is again false, so the result will be false. Logical operators, and or not. I don't know, you all might have are familiar with the and or not functions or not, but the logical operators are having these 3, that is and or not. So both the condition must be true in and, or at least one condition is true. Not means reverse the result. Suppose age is 25 and weight is 65. Then print age is more than 18 and weight is more than 15. So the output will be true because both the conditions are true. So the application lies in the patient eligibility, clinical trial screening, laboratory reports, and medicine dispensing. Next is the assignment operators. These are the operators with an example like x is equal to 5, x plus is equals to 2. Suppose an example here we can see stock is 100. Now, then we will not write like stock is equals to stock plus 20. For this, we will have to write stock plus is equals to 20 and print the stock. So automatically it will add both the things, that is the stock and the stock with the 20 number, and output will be 120. So the application is updating stock, billing, laboratory calculation, inventory management. Operator precedence. This is again one of the important. When the multiple operators appear in one expression, just like in our maths, we go for the BODMAS. In the same way, suppose there is an equation, you will have to go for the order of the precedence. That means the system or the program will execute first the parenthesis, then the exponential, and third is the multiplication, division, then addition, subtraction, then comparison operators, and then the logical operators. So suppose there is an example like result with 5 plus 3 into 2. So if we will be like 3 into 2 is 6, 6 and 5 will be like 11 according to a board mass also. So in the same way, this operator precedence is also working in the same way. So the result will be 11 only. Now moving on to the loops. Loops is a programming construct that allows a block of code to be executed repeatedly. Means we want to go for many executions, then we have to go for the loop program. Instead of writing the same statement multiple times, we use loop. Means we have to write a simple statement over there, and with the help of that particular statement, we can again and again move for the execution. For example, the real life example, like printing attendance for 100 students. It is not possible. You have to go for again and again and again. So you will write a particular loop over there, and the attendance for the 100 students will be maintained over there. Calculating the price of 500 medicines, reading 1,000 patient records, processing 1,000 of drug molecules in a virtual screening, analyzing gene expression data for multiple samples. So the types of loops in Python are for loop and while loop. For loop is used when the number of iterations is known, and while loop is used when the number of iterations are unknown. We don't know how much times we have to run this program. Now moving on to the for loop example. For I in range 5, print I. So it will be printing a range from 0 to 4 only. It will not execute 5 over that. For example, in medicine also, paracetamol, ibuprofen, aspirin, then you will have to print a medicine. So it will print in a form of a list over there. What is range? Range function generates a sequence of number. Means simply we have written range bracket 5. So the output will be 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. If you have written range 1, 6, then it will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The while loop, use while loop to repeat the code while condition remains true. Count is equals to 1, for example. While count is less than equal to 5, print count. Means you can count, so it will be like 1. The result will be 1. After, again, when the loop will move up, because if it's written count is equal to count plus 1. At that time, 1 plus 1 will be 2. And again, it will run. So the while count means 2 is less than and equal to 5. That means, yes, it is a true value. So again, it will print 2. Next, it will move on to the 3. And in this way, the output will be 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Infinite loop, while true, print hello. So of course the condition will be true if there is no condition over there. So each and everything will be true only. So it will be there will be a loop which will never be ending. So it is unless it is interrupted. So it will be printing hello for the infinite times. Break statement. Break means suppose you are going for any condition and you want to break that particular programming execution after a certain period of time. Then at that time you will have to write for I in range 10. If I equals to 5, means if the value of I is equal to 5, then break and print I. So at the time of till 4 only, it will start printing from 0 to 4. The range will be here. Continue statement for I in range 5. If I equal to 2, then continue and print I. Otherwise, you can move from that particular loop. So the output will be 0, 1, 2, 3, and 4. Nested loop means there is a loop that is, for example, I have taken example like for, then nested means for, then again for, and then again for. So this nested loop is basically used when you want different conditions over there. For I in range 3, for j in range 2, then print I and j. So you can see the output also. There are two different columns written over there, like 0, 0, 1, 1, 2, 2, 0, 1, 0, 1, 0, 1. So according to the condition over here in the nested loop, it will be printed accordingly. So the applications are patient medicine mapping, true drug target interaction tables, multi-dimensional data sets. Now moving on to the functions and the data structures. Functions, again, they are again like a type of a data type or a variable that are being studied in a Python programming language. And function is again a block of organized reusable code that perform a specific task. Instead of writing the same code repeatedly, we can define it at once and call it whenever it is needed in our program. For example, the real life analogy, that is, think of a function as a medicine manufacturing machine. Raw materials go in, that is the input, processing occurs, and then the finished tablets come output as a output. So the advantages of function is it reduces the code repetition. Just like we have went for the for loop and all, so functions are more and more easy. Whenever you will be calling, at that time they will come and they will perform their execution, and then they will move away. So they will reduce the code repetition, they will improve the readability, they can make debugging easier. It will be easier for you to identify your errors over there. You can simplify the maintenance because there is, with the help of function, there is no need to go for the lengthy programs. And you can promote code reuse as well. Creating and calling functions. Def is used for the means define a function. DEF is being used to define a function. Function names should be meaningful. A function executes only when it is being called. So here we can see def greet, like print welcome to the Python for pharmacy. You will have to simply call greet. You don't have to write again and again print this for loop or while loop and so on. You simply have to write greet and the output will be welcome to the Python. Functions with parameters. These I'm skipping right now because I will be introducing these all the syntax and these examples in my hands-on training in the section 2 also. Then the return statement. Built-in functions. Print is used to display the output. Input is for accept user input. len is to find the length. As in the previous slides also we have seen that we have taken out the length of the paracetamol. Type is to display the data type, means it is an integer, it is a float, it is a str, bool and all. Max is to find out the largest value in the given inputted values. Min is for the smallest value. Sum is to calculate the sum of the values that are being given. Round is to make the number in round up, means you have to use like round comma 2, means round up to the 2 digits. Round comma 3 means you can go further round up to 3 digits. Like for example, numbers 10, 20, 13, 40. So if you write print max for the number, you will get 40 as the result. Suppose you will go for the min, so 10 is the minimum number, the output will be 10. If you go for the sum, so it will be adding all the numbers that are being given in the input era, and the output will be 100. List. A list stores multiple items in a single variable. Lists are ordered, mutatable, means they can be changed if you want to change. Allow duplicate values. Example, drug is equal to paracetamol, ibuprofen, aspirin. So print drug. Drug will be paracetamol, ibuprofen and aspirin. Tuples and dictionary. Tuple is similar to a list but cannot be modified. Dictionary stores data as a key values. Like patient name is Rahul, age 45, disease itna. So here you cannot change the value. That is dictionary or tuple. Set is unordered, mutatable and stores only unique values. For example, drug, you have given drugs like different drugs, and print drugs. So the output will be paracetamol and aspirin. In the same way, set operations you have given, so there will be a set for that particular operation. Now moving on to the NumPy, Pandas and Matplotlib. This is bit advanced, means till now that I have explained is about for the beginners only, but the things that I'm going to discuss, that is NumPy, Pandas and the Matplot, these are the libraries that need to be installed from the third party while using Python. But if you have installed Anaconda in your system, then you don't need to install all these, and they are easily available. So these are bit advanced, but I'm introducing you briefly. So what is NumPy? NumPy is a numerical Python. It is powerful Python library that is used for numerical computing, scientific calculations, metric operations, statistical analysis, mathematical modeling. NumPy is much faster than Python list for numerical operations because it is optimized. Why use NumPy? It is because of its faster computations, less memory usage, support multi-dimensional array, built-in mathematical function, essential for data science and artificial intelligence. If we talk about application, drug concentration calculation, pharmacokinetic analysis, clinical trial data analysis, statistical analysis, dose calculation, spectroscopy, data processing, just like the software that you use like Prism, in your pharmacy is again one of the part of this NumPy. Creating NumPy arrays, this is one-dimensional array, two-dimensional arrays. So the advantages over list is one thing, that is it is very much faster because this is up again a complete different library. Next is the mathematical operation, less memory and easy matrix calculation. What is Pandas? Panda is a Python library used for data analysis, data cleaning, data manipulation, reading Excel files, reading CSV files, creating tables. Just like Excel, we work on Excel. Means avoiding Excel, you can work on for the Panda also in the Python language. Why we use Pandas? It is easy to use. It handles large data set, works like Excel, but it is more powerful, essential for the research data analysis. And if we talk about the application in pharmacy, it is having a clinical trial data sets, hospital records, patient database, laboratory results, pharmacovigilance, data, drug inventory management. Pandas data frame. The data frame is a two-dimensional table with rows and column. Here you can see in the example also. Suppose we are importing Panda as PD in our Python. So we will be writing like data. Medicine will be like paracetamol, ibuprofen. Price will be like 25 and 40, means it will be working respectively. So we will write simply df is equal to pd dot data frame data print df. So simply in the form of the rows and column, you will be getting the result like medicine 0 and 1. Medicine will be paracetamol with the price 25. Ibuprofen will be the price 40. Data visualization. Data visualization is a graphical presentation of data using chart, graphs, and plot. Basically, this is for the Prism, I must say. It helps the researchers to understand the trends, to identify the patterns, to detect the outliers, to compare data sets, to present results effectively. Why is visualization important in pharmacy? Because drug concentration, you can, researchers checks the concentration of a drug over the time. So with the help of those graphs, it will be easier for you to check the concentration. You can also go for the clinical trial outcomes, patient demographics, medicine sales, pharmacokinetics, properties, parameters. Matplotlib is a Python most popular library for plotting the graphs. It can create a line chart. Just like in Excel we work, it can create a line chart, it can create a bar chart, pie chart, scatter, plot, histogram, box plots. So for installation, you just have to write pip install matplotlib, which is already available in Anaconda software. Now last, moving on with the applications, Python in pharmaceutical science. Python has become one of the most widely used programming language in the pharmaceutical science, as we have already discussed in our previous slides also. So because automation of repetitive tasks, because of its scientific data analysis, drug discovery, workflows, artificial intelligence application, bioinformatics and genomics research, clinical data management. If we talk about the applications, major application, you can go for the drug discovery, drug repurposing, clinical trials, pharmacovigilance, and bioinformatics. These are one of the most important applications in the pharmaceutical science, which uses this Python programming language. Python in drug discovery, because in present scenario, drug discovery is moving and it is having a very vast scope in this research area. So traditionally, what the drug discovery drug was identified, then lead was discovered, then we used to optimize those both the things, and after that preclinical studies were done with the followed by the clinical trials, which took approximately 10 to 15 years to complete or to discover a particular drug. So with the help of the AI assisted drug discovery, because AI is somewhat linked with the Python, so it helps in the virtual screen, which is very much easy. Molecular docking, again, it is very much easy. QSAR, again, it is very much easy. Modeling, molecular dynamic simulation, admit prediction, and drug repurposing, which these are being used so as to save your time, and so that the drug can be come with a much faster time. Python libraries used, we will use like OpenBabel, Autodoc, Winner, DeepCamp, PyTorch, TensorFlow. Now, if we talk about Python and bioinformatics tasks like DNA sequence analysis, RNA sequence analysis, protein sequence analysis, genome annotation means you have to get any information about the genome, you will go for the genome annotation, gene expression analysis, and phylogenetic analysis. So the popular libraries that are being used in the bioinformatics are BioPython, Pandas, NumPy, and Matplotlib. Python in cheminformatics. Cheminformatics combine chemistry with the computer science to analyze the molecular structure. Like we use PubChem in our biotechnology also to identify the structure of flavonoids or alkaloids and all. So the applications are molecular fingerprints, similarity searching, descriptor calculation, molecular visualization, chemical database management. Python and pharmaceutical data analysis. Analyze pharmaceutical data set using Python. So the application are clinical data, trial data sets, medicine sale, patient records, pharmacokinetics study, drug stability studies. An example of these libraries are that fall under this category are Pandas, NumPy, Matplotlib, and SciPy. Now, last is moving on with the future trends in the Python for the pharmacy. So the emerging technologies like artificial intelligence, machine learning, deep learning, digital health, precision medicine, internet for of medical things, wearable health devices, cloud computing, big data analytics, blockchain, and healthcare can be in all these. You will have to go for the Python only. And if we move on to the career opportunities, pharmaceutical data analyst, right now there is a very much a scope in data analysis and all. So data analyst, bioinformatics scientist, clinical data manager, artificial intelligence researcher, drug discovery scientist, computational biologist, cheminformatics scientist, and healthcare data scientist. So moving on to this, thank you so much for the session one. If there are any question, I will be happy to answer.
So thank you, ma'am, for the session. Dear audience, if you have any queries or questions, you may ask. You can also ask the questions through chat box.
One question from my side.
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
Which,
yes, sir. There is an
Any
online
questions?
platform also where you can go for the Python programming. So you simply have to write like online Python. There are many like visual visual Python learner. So you can go for that also for learning the Python programs.
Any more question? Ma'am, can you suggest any book for Python?
Yeah, there are many by C.S. Raj, and there are many more. You can go for Python is actually very much easy. So there's not a single book for the Python. So you can go for C.S. Raj also. This is one of the good book. So is there
Thank you,
any
ma'am, for an informative session. Let's meet after 15 minutes break.
Sure.
Thank you, ma'am.
Okay. Thank you.
Welcome back again, ma'am, for session 2 on hands-on experiment for Python programming for pharmacy. So I request Nupur ma'am to continue the session.
Yeah, thank you, Dr. Pragati ma'am. So in this session 2, let me share the screen. My screen is visible to all of you.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, fine. So this session 2 is basically on hands-on experiment for Python programming for pharmacy. So I have prepared a slide also with the certain programs, and simultaneously I will be showing you on the particular software also. So right now what I have done, I have installed Python in my this laptop in my system through python.org. So let's start with the very first program. Writing your first Python program. That is a program with print hello pharmacy. So this is one of the very basic program that needs to be uh, started with the beginners. So writing with like print hello pharmacy. I'm just copying and see what I've done. I've installed this Python with the version 3.14 over here. And what you have to do is you have to simply paste over here. When you will paste, like see, print hello pharmacy under the this quotes, then that particular message will be displayed automatically on your screen. Like I have written print hello pharmacy. Suppose I will write print, just a second, print, suppose I'm writing BPS college. So you can see immediately it will show you a message with the message that is that we have given a command, that is BPS college. Moving on to the next. This was very simple. Means here you will be able to learn how to print a particular message. The message that you want to print will be written inside the quotes. Second is basic input and output program. So simply what till now in the previous session also we have seen that simply we were giving some value, like suppose there was a drug with the name paracetamol. Then we have defined the value also. Suppose the dose will be 500 mg and the expiry will be somewhat the date. So in this manner, if we will go, then this is not very much fixed. You will have to go for the input and output functions. Suppose name is equals to input, enter your name and print name. So again and again, we can go for a loop also for this, and again you can print your name as well. So input, enter your name. It will write enter your name. You will have to give a certain name and that name will be printed on your screen. So I'm copying this statement. And when I will write over here, name, input, enter your name. So it will say enter your name with the print name. Now what I have to do, I have to enter my name. Suppose I'm writing Dr. Nupur. See, it is showing an error. But when you will have to write, then you will have to enter the name as well as at that time only. Again, I will show you 1 minute. Let me copy the name. Respect error. Just a minute. This file is getting 1 minute. Okay, there's an error in this code. Just a second. Okay. let me see, I will have to import one file also over here. So moving on to the next program, I will show you later this program also. This is about the medicine with the name paracetamol. Suppose I want to write this paracetamol in the uppercase, then I have to give a command with the medicine dot upper. Upper means this small letter or a lowercase paracetamol will be get converted into the uppercase with an output like paracetamol. Okay, let's try this code also. I don't know why it is showing some error. Like medicine is equals to paracetamol. Then print medicine dot upper. See, so we have written a code with a medicine that is paracetamol under the quotes, and we have written print that is medicine dot upper. So means the lower case will be converted into the upper, and uppercase can also be converted into the lower if we will give the command. So paracetamol, here we can see after running it has given us as a paracetamol in uppercase. Again, I can give an example. Like suppose I want to convert like just a second, paracetamol. I've written an uppercase, and if I want to print this thing in lowercase also, medicine dot lower. See, this uppercase paracetamol is being converted into the paracetamol with the lowercase when we have given a command as a function as lower. So this was the medicine name in uppercase, and the simultaneously we can convert the uppercase also in lowercase or lowercase into uppercase according to the demand. Next is medicine expiry reminder system. So this is very much related to your pharmacy. Suppose you have there's a medicine, you will have to enter the medicine name, any medicine name for that expiry month. As I've already told you, whenever we will be initializing with a variable, you will have to use the underscore between the two words. That is expiry underscore month is equal to int. Int is for integer. Input is means you are asking for an input, and months left before expiry. That you will have to tell. If the expiry underscore month is less than equal to 3, for example, suppose you have given an input for 2 months. So 2 is less than equal to 3, of course. Then you will have to print medicine is near expiry. So better is it is to use the medicine or whatever you want to do with that medicine. Else print medicine is safe for storage. Means if there is more than 3 months, then it is easier for you and it is safe for you to store that particular medicine. So suppose sample input is medicine, that is paracetamol, and the months you have given 2 over there. So the output will be reminder like medicine is near expiry. Let me show you. Okay, and sorry, faculties. Actually, I'm copying this program from my PPT onto this. It is making some error. I will have to type this program. So, few example I'm showing you on that particular software, and few I can show you over here also. So, as I've already explained, like medicine is equals to input enter medicine name. Here you can enter the medicine name as paracetamol. Expiry month you can give in the integer because month cannot be in a decimal, so we have used a data type as int. Then we have given input months left before the expiry is this much. If expiry month is less than equal to 3, then this much. And let me check this for one more second. Just showing some error because I'm copying from there. No, so the font is getting mismatched, and because of that, spaces are coming, and that's why it is showing me an error. So this is a lengthy program, so it will be better that I will be explaining you with the input and output functions. Moving on to the next. Suppose we have to develop a simple pharmacy related Python program. What we will be doing, we have to enter name with the input, that is the enter patient name. Then medicine also you will have to take an input from outside, that is enter medicine. Dose is equals to input, enter dose in mg. Then you will have to print a simpler line, or it is optional also. For printing a patient with a name, you will have to write patient, comma, name. Then you will have to, what you will have to do for the medicine, you will have to under the quotes, you will have to write the medicine and the comma medicine, the name of that particular medicine, and the print the dose with the mg. So here you can see there is an output with the enter the patient name. I entered Rahul, entered the medicine, I entered paracetamol, entered the dose, I have written 500. So after running all these input files, it will show you an output like patient, Rahul, medicine, paracetamol, and dose 500 mg. Let's check this one also, but I'm feeling that it is getting some spaces in between the names while copying. That's why it is showing some error. There's a problem with this. Suppose I will write Rahul. It is showing some error because of these spaces are being generated over here. There's no problem. Let's continue with this only. So there's a program with this. You will get the same output. Now print pharmacy information. Suppose if you want to print the pharmacy information, then what you can do?
Excuse me, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Ma'am, you may tell by explaining the slides only.
Okay.
No issue.
Okay, fine. Okay. So if we will going for, suppose we want to print a pharmacy information over there. So simply what we have to write is we have to print the department and with that with the pharmacy. Suppose you want to course, just go for write a print course, that is the Python programming. Print institute, that is BPS College of Pharmacy. So you can see over here, suppose I am giving a 3 print statements simultaneously, you will get the 3 print output simultaneously in different lines only. So the output will be department, that will be pharmacy, course will be Python programming, institute will be BPS College of Pharmacy. Next, if you want to store the medicine price, simply what you have to do is you have to write a medicine, that will be a variable which will be storing a string as ibuprofen. Price you have given as 45. Of course, it is a Python programming, so it will be taking automatically their own data types. 45 is not a decimal, so it is already taking it as an int. So when you will going for the print, then medicine, comma medicine, then you will be printing like print rupees and the price. So these medicine and this price are the, remember this, these are the variables. So whenever you will be taking a variable, you will be printing, you will be printing a message along with the particular medicine price along with that particular price. So the output will be the medicine, ibuprofen, price will be rupees 45. Addition of two medicine prices. So it is easier for you also to calculate, not only to add the 2 medicine prices, but to add many, as much as you can want to add the medicine prices over here. So you can simply write a program with, like, suppose price 1 is 25, means this is a price 1 is a variable and 25 is the input that you have given. Price 2 is again a variable and 40 is the price that you have given. So simply what you have to write, you have to use another variable with the name total, and this total will be adding price 1 and price 2 over there, and this has to be printed, because total you have to get what is the total amount over there. So simply what you have to do, you have to write a print total price in rupees, comma total. So the output will be the sum of both, that is 65. If you want to calculate the average medicine price, then what you will have to do, that is price 1 is equals to 25, price 2 is 40, and price 3 is 35. And if you want to take out the average of these medicine prices, what you have to do is you have to write the formula, that is average is equals to number of items divided by the number of items. So simply average is equals to price 1 plus price 2 plus price 3 parenthesis and oblique by division by 3. So you will have to simply what you have to do, you have to print average price rupees, comma average, and here average is again a variable which has stored the average amount. So output will be average price is equals to rupees and that particular average amount, that is 33.33. So suppose if you want to convert this also, like 33.333, it is coming so many times, you can also go for one of the functions that we have discussed in our session 1 also, that is round. You can go for round comma 2, means then the result will be 33.33. Calculate medicine discount. Suppose you want to calculate the discount, how much discount we are getting on this particular medicine. Suppose a price of a particular medicine is 500 rupees and you want a discount for a 10%. Then the discount will be underscore amount will be price into discount upon 100. That is, this is the simple formula to calculate the discount also. And the final price will be price minus discount amount. So simply what you will have to do, we have to write a print, a message, that is the original price was itna, comma, that is the price that you have mentioned. Then again a message with a discount, how much discount you are giving with the discount amount, and the print final price with the final price amount. Then the output will be the original price as rupees 500, discount as rupees 50, and the final price as rupees 450. So 450 is the discounted amount. Next is how to calculate the BMI of a patient. Simply what you have to take, you have to input your means weight of the patient, that is suppose the weight of the patient is 65, height is in 1.65. So the BMI will be the weight upon height square. So the print BMI round BMI 2 means round BMI 2 means you have to give a 2 decimal over there. Suppose the value comes 25.2689. So you will have to show that 28.6 and 8. So BMI is equals to round BMI comma 2. So BMI will be 23.88. Now this is a heart rate checker with a program. Suppose you want to check a heart rate of a patient. Simply what you have to run this program, you have to write pulse is equals to int input enter heart rate with the beats per minute. So there will be an input that will be given by you only. If pulse is less than 60, then print low pulse rate. Else if the pulse is less than or equal to 100, print normal pulse rate, else print high pulse rate. Suppose you have entered a value with 72. So it will start checking from very top. Like if pulse is less than 60, 72 is not less than 60. So it will jump onto the next command, that is else if pulse is less than or equal to 100. Yes, 72 is less than or equal to 100. So it will automatically print normal pulse rate. Suppose, for example, you have entered a value 200, for example. So first of all, it will check if pulse is less than 60, then it will be false. It will jump to the another statement, that is else if pulse is less than or equal to 100. Again, you have entered a value 200. So 200 is not less than or equal to 100. So it will jump onto the else statement, that is print high pulse rate. So the output will be the high pulse rate. Next is blood group display. Suppose you are doing an experiment in your lab and you want to go for different students are having different blood groups over there. So you want to make a directory of it. So simply you have to write a program with a name, input patient name or a student name, whatever you want to say, and blood, input blood group. After that, you have to simply write print /n. So this /n is for new line. Means you will have to write like a patient name, then a blood group, then new line with a patient name with the blood group. So the next will be patient with the name and the print blood group with the blood. Suppose the patient name is Rahul with the blood group A positive, and next is suppose Reena with a blood group B positive, will be displayed on the screen as an output. Drug dosage calculator. Now this is again a very important kind of program for the beginners, as you want to calculate a drug dosage for the particular patient. You do not have to go for a different calculations. Just write a program, and that program can be used for different patients also. Suppose weight is 60, dose per kg is 8. So with the help of this, dose is equals to weight into dose per kg, and print the recommended dose is equals to, and the message the recommended dose, and finally this variable dose in the form of mg. So the recommended dose will be 400 mg. If you want to check the expired medicine, simply what you have to do is expiry year. While maintaining the stock in your shop or in the clinic, what you have to do is you have to write a program and simply take the medicines out, and after taking those medicines out, just check their expiry date. Suppose the expiry date or the expiry year is 2025, and right now we know the current year is 2026. Then you simply have to show that if the current year is more than the expiry year, then print the medicine is expired, else print medicine is valid. Suppose you have written the expiry year that you have inputted is 2029. So it will be going for the if statement. If current year, that is 2026, is more than the expiry year, that is 2029, that is completely false. So it will jump onto the else statement. It will print medicine is valid, and that means you can use it. Suppose the current year, suppose the expiry year is 2024, for example. So current year is already 2026. 2026 is more than 2024. Yes. So it will be displaying a message in the output as medicine has expired. Check blood pressure status. So we don't have to, suppose there is a hospital, and thereover you will have to maintain a blood pressure of different patient. You have to register their data in your register. So no need to go for the paper and pen, just go for the program on the software. You can maintain their data. So simply what you have to do, suppose the blood pressure is 125. So it will be checking if the blood pressure is less than 120, print normal blood pressure. Else if blood pressure is less than equal to 139, print pre-hypertension. Else if the blood pressure is more than 139, you will have to print high blood pressure. So simply what you will have to do, you have to enter the data of a patient. Suppose you have entered 125. So it will be checking if the blood pressure, that is 125, is less than 120, which is false. So it will not be printing normal blood pressure. Else if the blood pressure is less than or equal to 139, yes, 120 is less than or equal to 139, so it will be printing pre-hypertension. Suppose you have given a value, suppose 160 you have given, so it will be printing with the high blood pressure after comparing all the conditions. Now again, this is again very important Boolean example. Boolean stands for the machine learning language that is with the code 1 and 0. 1 stands for true and 0 stands for false. So simply, if you are maintaining a stock in your shop, so what you have to do, stock is 30. If print stock is more than equal to 0, means 30 is equal to, 30 is more than 0. Yes, 30 is more than 0. So that means आपके स्टॉक में अवेलेबल है, that is true. Check medicine availability means simply you have to use the software, and with the help of that software you will be able to note that the medicine is available in the stock or not. Suppose the stock is 20. If the stock is more than 0, print medicine is available, else print out of stock. So 20 is more than 0, so it will be printing yes, medicine is available as an output. Suppose the stock goes for 0. So if 0 is greater than 0, it will be a false condition, so it will be printing as out of stock. Check patient eligibility. If now, what is the condition if you want to check that a patient is eligible or not eligible? Means according to its minor and major condition. Minor is till 18 and major are after 18. So if the age is 25, if the age is more than equal to 18, print eligible, else print not eligible. If means 25 is more than and equal to 18, yes, it is. So it will be printing like eligible. Suppose if you have given, suppose you have given an age of 16. So it will compare a very first statement, that is if 16 is more than and equal to 18. No, 16 is not more than equal to 18. So it will be jump onto the else statement and the output will be not eligible. Next, moving on to the hospital patient registration system. This is one of the lengthy program, and it is one of the most important program as well for the beginners. Here you can make a directory of the patients where you can input all the names of the patient with the age, with the disease, and many more. I have shown an example with the name, age, and disease, but here you can show different things also over here. We will be starting with the patient input patient name. So patient name will be displayed over there, and there over you will have to write the patient name. After that, age will be a variable, and input age means here you are asking for the age of that particular patient. Next, disease is a variable and input disease. You will have to enter the disease of that particular patient, and you will have to then print in slashing means in different lines you will have to print patient registered successfully. Now the work starts from here. Print patient. Now you have entered, suppose Rahul is the patient name. Print age is 35. Print disease, for example, fever. So again, it will move on to the other statement. After printing that, entering all the prints statement, after that it will be printing patient registered successfully, and after again it will be returning on to the another patient report. So again you can enter the patient name, age, and disease, and again it will show you a message patient registered successfully, and continuously you can go for many other patients. Next is medicine inventory using list. List we have already discussed in session 1, where you can make a list which is actually not mutatable. So medicines you have entered like paracetamol, aspirin, ibuprofen, and then you will have to write print medicine list. Then you will have to give a command for making it as a list for medicine in medicines, print medicine. Then you will see the output medicines are coming in the form of list like paracetamol, ibuprofen, and aspirin and ibuprofen. So this is coming in a form of list, and this is mutable. You can change this at any time. See, in the program you have written paracetamol, aspirin, ibuprofen in a same line statement, but in the output it is coming in the list. So this is an advantage of a list. Display 5 medicine name using a list. Like you have want to display a name like paracetamol, ibuprofen, aspirin, amoxicillin, vitamin C. So you have to simply write for medicine in medicines, print medicine. Again, it will come in the form of a list. Patient record using dictionary. Dictionary also, if you remember, we have discussed in session 1. So simply what you have to do, you have to write patient name, suppose Rahul, age 35, disease, fever. So what you have to do, you have to simply print the patient. Then the output will be in a complete directory form, like name is Rahul, age is 35, and disease is fever. So it will be, this example is for the dictionary. Medicine search. Medicines, if you want to search a medicine that it is present in your stock or not, then what you have to simply write a program like medicine as a variable, right? The medicines that are already present in your stock. Here I have shown 3 medicines only, that is paracetamol, ibuprofen, and aspirin. Then what you have to go for the search. Search will be acting as a variable. You have to go for the input, enter the medicine name. If now I'm putting a condition over here. If search in medicines is print medicine available, else print medicine not available. Suppose I have given an input as aspirin. So it will be checking like if it is present in our medicine list. Yes, it is present in our medicine list. So it will print medicine available. Otherwise, suppose I have given vitamin C. So it will again check the list that I have already entered in the medicine variable. So we can see it is not present over there. So it will start directly jump onto the else statement, and the medicine not available will be displayed over there. This is for you all faculties for the maintaining a student grade calculator. For the pharmacy student grade calculator, you can use this program in your academics also. What you have to do, you have to write a marks, float, input, enter marks, because marks can be in decimal also. That's why I'm using a data type as a float. And input means you will have to enter the marks at that time only. If the marks are more than or equal to 90, print grade A. Else if greater than equal to 75, print grade B. Else if marks is greater than equal to 60, print grade C. Else print grade D. Suppose if a student is getting marks for 95, so of course it will be jumping onto the very first statement, that is if marks are greater than equal to 90, that means 95 is greater than equal to 90, no doubt. So it will be printing directly, it will be printing grade A. Suppose if there is a person which is getting 50 marks all over, so it will be start checking with the very first statement, that is 50 is greater than equal to 90, no. It will be jumping onto the another condition statement, that is else if marks that is 50 is greater than equal to 75, no. Then it will again jump onto the next statement, else if marks 50 is greater than equal to 60, no. Again the condition is false. Then it will not be going for any other statement. It will be printing yes, the grade is D, because 50 marks is coming in grade D only. This is prescription printing statement. In present scenario, you can see doctors are also not using paper and pen for writing a prescription. They are also using their systems only for printing a prescriptions over there. So what you can simply do, you can write a patient, you can take an input from the doctor, that is input patient name, doctor, input doctor name, in under whose consultation you are showing, medicine, input medicine, dose, input dosage. Simply what you have to do, print /n means I want all these prescription in a different lines. So it will write a heading as a prescription. Print patient name will be coming over there. Like you have entered Rahul will be coming over there. Print doctor, suppose there's any doctor like Dr. XYZ. So doctor name will be coming over there. Print medicine, suppose you have given a paracetamol as a medicine will be written, and if you have given as dosage as 500 mg, so 500 mg will be printed as an output. And this for this complete prescription, you can take a printout and hand over to the patient. So this is again one of the easiest method for the prescripting printing system. Now this program is actually not for the beginner. This is quite advanced, because for this you will have to install, or I can say we will have to import the libraries from the third party. So we will have to import pandas from the third party, and after importing that only you can perform the function. But the advantage of this advanced system is that you have to write a very short program for it, which is very much clearer, and you not need to go for a very lengthy program over there. So what you have to do, you have to go for import pandas SPD, and for this you will have to you want to maintain a data like patient P1, P2, P3. There are 3 patients with the name P1, P2 and P3. Their respective ages are 45, 50 and 38, and their blood pressures are 120, 130, 180. So simply you have to go for df pd.data frame data print df. So here you can see in the output, they have written a serial number with a 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 and all, with a patient name as a column, with a patient P1 as a one patient, patient 2 as another, P3 as another, with the age 45, 50, 38 as their different ages that were respectively, and their respective blood pressures are being listed over here. So there are 2 methods. One method is you can go for the list function. You can use list or dictionary also for this particular one, or you can go only for the pandas, and this pandas can store a vast amount of patient data in one program itself. Because list can be a lengthy one also, list function, and it can also means of course it can store the patient data, no doubt it will be storing all the data for all the patients, but it will be easy for with this panda. Next is drug sales bar chart. As you all have used Prism, in the same manner, this is our drug sales bar chart also with the help of matplotlib. Again, this is a third party library, you will have to import. And if you are using Anaconda software, you not need to import, but another for this you will have to import it. So matplot lib.pilot as a plot. PLT is for the plot. So if you will be going for the medicine is equal to PCM, aspirin, vitamin C. Sale is 120, 19, 150, means they are showing the respective values. Then what you are giving a command, plot plt dot bar medicine sale. So automatically it will make a graph, as you have seen in output also. There is a output with the sale and with the medicine name. Plot title, that is the drug sales, as it is already written here in the above side, that is drug sales. PLT X label means medicine. It is labeling the medicines over the bar chart. That is, first is for the PCM, another is for the aspirin, and third is for the vitamin C. And PLT Y label, X label and Y label. Y label is for the sale. So on the Y axis, you can see we have written sales. And PLT dot show means now you can show the sale in the form of the bar chart. So here in the chart also, in the output also, you can see that there are three medicines with the PCM, aspirin and the vitamin C. And on the x-axis bar, we have written medicine, and on the y-axis, we have written sales. And on the top as a heading, we have written drug sale. So we can compare the values. As we have seen, we have given as PCM as 120. So it is showing as 120 as a sale. Aspirin, we have given 90. So here in the chart also, we can say it is near about 80, between 80 and 100. And about vitamin C, we have given a value of 150. So we can see it is above 140. So in this form, we can make a chart also. Next is DNA sequence analysis using BioPython. BioPython is again a library which needs to be imported while doing this Python programming from the third party. So what you have to do, you have to simply import this BioPython from here and simply write from bio.sequence import sequence. Suppose you have given a sequence, DNA sequence like ATGC and all. So you want a complementary sequence over there. Then what you have to do, you have to simply write a print DNA sequence, comma DNA, print complement DNA dot complement. So you don't have to go like A will go for T, T will go for A, G will go for C, and C will go for G. So simply you have to write a complete sequence and just ask, give me a complementary sequence of this DNA. So in the output, you can see the complementary of the sequence is being given. So these were the programs that actually I want to discuss on the particular software, but because of some errors, I was not able to. So if there is any query, we can discuss.
Dear audience, kindly ask the questions. Thank you, ma'am, for such an informative session. Now I would like to invite Director Sir for giving vote of thanks.
On behalf of BPS Educational Institution of Pharmacy, it is my privilege to extend my heartfelt vote of thanks to our esteemed resource person, Professor Nupur Khare, for delivering such an informative session uh, on AI, Python and its programming, hands-on experiment on AI and all these things. Madam, your expertise and clear explanation have made today's session highly informative and inspiring. I also, my sincere Thanks to our respected chairman, sir, MD, sir, the whole organizing committee members for their constant support and encouragement. Thank you, everyone, for joining us for today's session. This session. Tomorrow we will meet with a new session. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you, Dr. Nupur. Thank you,
Thank you,
everyone.
sir.
रिकॉर्ड कर लिया? Now I can.